Hey everyone, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, and many of you are new here, and I've taken note, there's a ton of new subscribers. Well, welcome. Our philosophy here is create something every day, and so I hope your day gives you lots of making, and if it doesn't, I hope you at least have half an hour today to watch videos, crafting videos, to relax, to maybe try making something small that's manageable in the little time you have, because I know crafting makes me really happy. And to all of you who have been here since day one or have joined on midway, welcome back and thank you for sticking with me. I know yesterday was a doozy and so many of you were like, wow, I actually enjoy watching all these epic videos. Well, folks, I have to thank you. And I know it was lots, but we draw on Wednesday and I have to make sure I upload everyone's work and respect it before we do that draw. And because I'm going away, by the time you watch this, I'll be on the road, guys. Yes, this pre-programmed thing is working out. It seems to be, touch wood, glitch-free. That's not really wood, it's metal. That's maybe more wood-like. There we go. I'm not good on wood, superstitious, I know, but I got that from my mom, and that one I can't seem to get rid of, even though I know it's illogical. But I knock, just in case. But I'll be on the road going to pick up my grandbabies by the time you see this morning, and so I wanted to come on and say, Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Hope you're making something beautiful, folks. I hope so. I am off, as you know. But I have to tell you, I'm coming back, as I told you Wednesday, because it's real important to me that I upload everyone's work before we do that draw. And Thursday, we're doing the die cutter draw with Miss Lisa. Here I'm doing it, so I was prepping and prepping. Do you know how many people are offering up that die cutter if they win it? So many, so many. How generous is that, folks? And yet they still did the rack. They still did the rack. And they didn't, we just said send a poem or a note or an e-card. No, folks, people sent rack. We are so touched by this. And I had a little chat with Miss Lisa, and, I really hear her. I was tempted to give Cruz like 8 entries because, folks, she just gifted a whole bunch of people. So did Susan Tootsie Tucker. I'll tell you that. So did Miss Sabrina. So did Danielle, the Pink Zebra Unicorn. Last We Wishes. It just ping-ponged everywhere, in the style of Carrie Martin this round. Ping-pong, ping-pong, lots of wishes granted, tons. Mind you, Miss Sabrina sent out another 10 packages today. I know that for a fact. So here's the thing. We want to make sure that this isn't an economic barrier. And Lisa's right to raise this. She's right, folks. I know that if Nilda could send out 30 packages, she would. So would Letitia. And we don't want economics ever to mean that somebody gets more entries than another person. And yes, I know sometimes it's about where your budget goes. I get that. We all have a budget, folks. I choose to spend my money one way. Someone else might choose to spend their money another. And I totally understand that. But I never want economics to be a preventative of someone winning something. So I'm going to agree with Miss Lisa. We're going to do 1 entry, and that's it. Because we want to make sure to equalize the playing field. That's what we're doing. We're equalizing. And I think that that's important for this particular draw. It may not be for all draws, but for this one, it's important because this is all about getting someone something they need, right? That's why so many of you gave it up. Those of you with the die cutter, sure, you could have used a replacement die cutter, but you're like, there are folks here that don't have one. So I have no right taking a new one when they need one badly. How gracious and generous is that? Do you know how hard it is to give up something you may want? Like someone may have an old one, an old Sussex, and maybe the blades are dulling or it's not working as well, and they're like, I could really use that, but there are folks out here who don't have a die cutter, and I want them to get it. That is a gift from the heart. And those people I have a special list of, and very touching folks. And it's not a small list. Oh no, it's not. You'd be amazed at how many are on it. You'd be amazed. It's more than 10. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? And you know these folks. I trust you. Trust me, you know these folks. So these are amazing people, folks. Amazing people. Amazing. Look at Lily. She's submitting for the Flatmail, and she's like, but if you pull my name, put that one back. Yeah, it's these are special people that do this. Very, very generous folks. They want to support everything, but they don't want to gain anything. Kind of how I felt about those hidden giveaways. I try, unless I'm new to supporting someone, I want them to know I'm present. I try not to participate in those because I know there are people that really need them, especially Miss Lisa's. That's why I try not to leave any notes for her. Sometimes I get caught up because, I love watching her videos. But I try not to because I know that people on there really want to win some of those dies or those stamps or those products. And so I don't want to participate. It's not that I don't love Lisa. She knows I do. She knows I really do. And I think you do too. It's just, I think there are other people that need those supplies more than I do. Because when I go home, I can go to those 3 Tuesday mornings, right? I'm starting to realize, I was complaining about my Tuesday morning because honestly, folks, for whatever reason, it just doesn't carry, they don't carry a lot of Maggie Homes. And even Carmen's, which is so much better, it doesn't have tons of Maggie Homes. No. Like I did pick up a pack of washi and I did pick up like a couple of stamps. It has more Maggie Homes, but not like other people I see across the country. No, we don't have anything like that. And when Lisa shows the racks, I'm like, I've never even seen that much Maggie Homes, not even at Joanne's. No. So, I mean, I don't know, but mine is still better. I can at least still get those 1 or 2 things. There are folks here that can't get them at all. Lori Ritchie, landlocked on an island, folks. $100 ferry ride. She's not getting any Maggie Homes. Oh, no. And Zuli and Nilda in Puerto Rico, no, they're not getting any Maggie Homes. I can tell you that. Too expensive, folks. And Alicia Love Letter Generation in Australia, it's her big birthday gift, right? So instead of a piece of jewelry, that's what she got. Because she can't get it either, folks. And either can Danielle. She paid $40 once out of desperation for a paper pad. $40. We paid $2.99 for a small pad. Okay? And you all know what it costs to get a big pad at the Tuesday morning. It's $6.99. Except for that Christmas one I complained about that was $9.99. But Maggie Homes is $6.99 when you get it. So $40 for a small paper pad? Ouch. Ouch. That's all I gotta say. You gotta check out, those of you landlocked, check out Frank Garcia Studios. He ships internationally for a much more reasonable rate. And really a much more reasonable rate, and he carries great products at wonderful prices. So those of you who are land and price locked, he might be your hero because he ships globally. I know, I'm waiting on my package. Can't wait to get it. Christmas in the country. Oh yes, it's coming my way, folks. You shabby makers, you're going to be shocked at my rustic Christmas. Oh yeah, rustic. I don't have to do my hair today. I'm going right in the swimming pool with the grandbabies. I've got one like Tasmanian devil kind of child who is 2.5, and she is a going concern with big personality. And her brother is like intellectual and artistic and in like story time. But the one bridge between these 2 siblings is a swimming pool. So that's where this grandma's going to be for the next 2 days. And when I come back, I'm going to be all pruny, and my hair's going to be all bleachy. And so, yeah, I'm not doing my hair. Not for the car ride down and get the grandbabies and to hop into a pool. Nope. This lady's going to be without makeup, without hair product, and in a bathing suit for the next 2 days. For real. For real. When I come on later tonight to comment, I'll probably still be in a bathing suit and cover it up. Because those kids do not get out of the pool once they get in it. Not even for food, folks. I have to like lure them out to eat. It's a for real thing. Butterfly grandkid time, as Miss Dina says. Hey Dina, how are ya? Folks, I need you to send some more votes in. I've gotten a whole bunch, but I need some more. I need to figure out who's going to win the viewer's choice for the Record Ephemera Challenge. So I'm putting the links down below. Make sure you cast your vote by email to me. Make sure to put in the subject line viewer's choice. Remember, I get thousands of emails at that email address. So what I do is I do a search for viewer's choice, and it pulls up the emails for the votes. So put that in your subject line, and let me know who you think made the ephemera, the record, the most their own. Who altered it the most so it was their own? Because I want to pull a second prize winner as a viewer's choice. And you're picking the winner, folks. But I can't pick it without you. So you got to cast your votes. All right, I'm putting that down below, but send it to elishawagman@gmail.com. And make sure you do that by Wednesday, because I'm going to be announcing those winners. We've got the Flatmail draw. We've got the Record Ephemera prizes. Wow. And then we've got the die cutter draw on Thursday. Super exciting. Super duper exciting, folks. Seriously exciting. I also want to draw your attention to Kenzi Scraps. If you have not gone and visited this woman, she's a bit of a hidden gem here on YouTube. You know, Lily talks about her. She has showed her case to her work for the embellishment challenge, and she's using one of her goodies as a gift to the winner. Now, folks, if Lily's using Kenzi's goodies, that means Kenzi's an amazing maker. Well, it's true. I went and checked out Miss Kenzi Scraps. Guys, she is a hidden gem. I don't know how this woman only has 1,000 subbies. I bet you because she'd rather do scrap with me sessions or craft with me sessions and tutorials than she would market. And I'm serious. Because this woman has 1,000 subscribers, and I'm surprised she doesn't have 10,000. She does these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous bag toppers, and you don't need a die, folks. You could buy a doily base and use that. I'm serious, either from the dollar store or from Michael's or from Joanne's, and use that as your base. And these are beautiful. She is a fantastic maker. I'm telling you, she's a little hidden secret here on YouTube. I'm putting that link down below. Go check her out. And besides looking at that, flip through her videos, folks. She's got loads of good tutorials and project shares. Loads. Now, some of you asked, all right, Alicia, who would really be on that dream team? Okay, so if I were replacing Martha Stewart, I would actually have a separate shabby channel, and I'm going to mention that in a minute. But if I were replacing Martha Stewart, I'll tell you who I'd replace her with. Scrap Diva 29, Erica. Crafting with Lily. Crafty Kimchi, for sure. And Alicia Love Letter Generation. I know you sometimes forget about her as an expert maker because now she's part of the family. But I'm just going to remind you, that's because of Alicia's incredible spirit and generosity. She is the same as a Lily, a Crafty Kimchi, an Absolutely Alice. She's the same as like Tony Craft Purge, who I adore. She is the same, folks, just Alicia's good people. So she came in here and started to get to know you folks, and now she's part of the community. How she finds the time, she's got a family, a career. Don't ask me, but she does. And now she kind of feels like family. So I think sometimes you guys forget what an expert maker she is now. Because, you know, she's part of the family. Except she's an expert maker, part of the family. All right, so Scrap to World. Also, Tamika, I would put on that team. I put my friend Carmen Goris on that team. You don't get to see enough of her stuff because you're not on Instagram. Those of you who are not on Instagram, you only get to see it when I do a swap with her or Kathy does a swap with her. Yeah, she's that good. She is. She's that good. You know, she's never going to brag on herself. Anyone who's ever swapped with her knows exactly what I mean. She's in the vein of Scrap Diva, and she's almost as good as Scrap Diva. She's real close, folks. So I definitely would put her on the team. And I put Tony Craftbridge on that team. Tony's kind of like the artsy designer in this group, but she's great. She's great. And I'll tell you what else I put on that team. Donna Dreams ×3. And I would put on Miss Crafty Cakes, Gloria, because she's one heck of a maker. And she, like Sabrina, can make anything. And I mean anything, folks. Anything. It's actually, like, very impressive. So, and I would put Miss Ida. You all know how I feel about Miss Ida. And she does a different kind of shabby altogether. I put her on that team. And why just those folks? Not my friend Sabrina, who's an expert maker. Not Jelly Bean, who's an expert maker. I got a reason. I told you I'd have a separate team for shabby, and I'll tell you why. My shabby makers can make anything. Anything. And Sabrina and Jelly Bean can alter anything. I mean it, folks. You give them like a spoon, and it would be a fun challenge to see, wouldn't it? Give these makers a spoon, and let's see what they do with it. We will all be wowed for like a month, if not a year. I feel like these shabby makers with these kinds of special talents, the ability to take something like from Goodwill or a reject from a garage sale and make it art is a whole separate level of making. So when I'm talking about Martha Stewart, I'm talking about people that can come on, show you a new product, make a design with it, and we're all inspired to buy the product. Well, that's my dream team. I just gave it to you. Okay? Now, if I were creating a shabby team, or what I would call a alter this and that, alter this and that, that's probably what I would call that channel. Well, folks, that'd be a little different. Because for that team, you got to have a different kind of skill base. You have to be able to do everything from staining to dyeing to shredding. Oh, all sorts of things. Let me tell you, I put on that team. That would be Miss Jellybean. That would be Miss Sabrina K, the country crafter. That for sure now, after seeing what I saw yesterday, would be Miss Carrie Martin. Because, folks, all that stuff was hand-dyed, hand-shredded, hand-vintaged, hand-stained. She's got the same skill set, folks. The exact same skill set. So Sabrina, I put on that team. I put Miss Jellybean, so those are our shabby ones. I would put on Miss Carrie Martin, but not as a shabby. I would do it for her as a precise maker, which is interesting, like alter this and that with a precise maker, right? And I'd add Miss Gloria Crafty Cakes to that team, and Miss Tamika. They're both also gifted with this ability. They could take, I'm telling you folks, they could take my sunglasses and make them like $1,000 pair of sunglasses. These women are that good. That doesn't mean that there aren't other experts. I just told you, absolutely, Alice is one of the best makers we have on here on YouTube, 100%. But I'm looking at this not just from a talent level. Also, I'm looking at it from all sorts of different angles. And when you're looking at a team, you always look at what each person brings. And if you're asking me for the ideal team, for me, this is what it would be. But that doesn't mean I don't love absolutely Alice's projects. That doesn't mean I don't think she's an uber gifted maker. And folks, there are a ton more here I'm not even listing. I just told you today about Kenzi Scraps. She's a hidden gem. A lot of us don't know about her, but we should. And I think there's so many more people like that. And the more we expand our making, and the more that we expand who we know in our channel, the one benefit is we learn about more and more amazing makers that can inspire us. I'll tell you about one. And I'm always torn about telling you this. Like, I put her on and then I take her off. I put her on and then I take her off. And I'm going to tell you why. Today I'm just going to be all upfront about it. Since you folks asked, who are your love-ons for these teams, I'm going to tell you. I watch a really talented maker. Her name is May May, which for those of you who are from the South, you know that's kind of a nickname for a grandma. It can be Mimi, it can be May May. There's all sorts of variations of it. And she is an awesome crafter. I think that woman was born with a glue gun in her hand. I know we say here, no one was born with a glue gun in their hand. God bless you, Dina. Seriously. I loved you picking off that glue because I was like, hallelujah, there's another one of us in the house. Because, folks, I tell you I'm a messy maker. I'm a messy gluer. I'm a bad cutter. All sorts of things. And there was Miss Dina picking off the glue just like I have to. Because here I thought I was super careful. And then I'm like, there's more glue. There's more glue. So thank you, Dina. Seriously, because I was like, yay, there's another one of us. There's another one of us. And Dina's an awesome crafter. So it was nice to know that she struggles with the glue. I feel your struggle, Dina. I feel your struggle. But Miss May May? No. No. She's like my friend Miss Sabrina. She was born with a glue gun in her hand, or maybe it got into her hand when she was 5. But this woman has never had a cutting challenge, I can promise you. She has never had glue everywhere, all over her hands, like I have every day. There's no way. She's just not that kind of maker. You know, she's kind of like Scrap Diva 29. She is a pristine, beautiful, expert maker. And I've watched Lily craft many times, and she never gets glue anywhere. I don't know. And she complains if it spider webs once or twice, and I'm like, oh, Lily, you better not ever come to my craft room because you're just going to freak out at the amount of glue. I mean, I had to wash all my jammies this morning, folks. They were glue and glitter covered. Oh, yes, every single pair. Okay? So my problem with Miss May May, and it's my only problem. I bet you she didn't do this to herself. I bet you some marketing team did. Some marketing team that doesn't understand all of us folks very well. Has her tagline, if May May can do it, so can you. No, I can legitimately say, if I can make those flowers Lily showed, then so can you. Because I struggle to be neat. I struggle to be precise. I don't cut straight. I do get glue everywhere. And I didn't have Crafty Kimchi's duster. I want that glitter duster because I have to work really hard to make sure the glitter doesn't clump. And sometimes I fail at it, folks. So if I say, hey, folks, if I can make this, so can you, it's legit. It means that, like, I had to struggle, but I was able to do it. And then I show you the product so you can see, look, I was able to do it. It means you can too. That's encouraging. That's empowering. If Alicia the Messy Maker can do it, it can't be that hard. Right? Well, May May can't say that. This woman could make something out of anything. She's made things out of cereal boxes like Miss Donna Dreams. She can make anything. I swear you give that woman a popsicle stick and next thing you know, you got yourself a flip book. And I'm not kidding. She's that good a maker. Why do you think I watch her videos? So I love May May. It's not that I don't think she's an expert maker. It's not that I don't love her presentation. I think her craft show is funny. I think she's fun to spend time with. I just don't like that tagline. I think it's misleading. I don't think if May May can do it, so can you. I think with May May's help, you may be able to make it. And there's a big difference. Maybe May May will make it possible for you to tackle bigger projects. But that is not the tagline they gave her. And so that's what I take issue with. Folks, I'm all about being real. You know that. And so I have a hard time when someone who's a Scrap Diva 29 precise crafter has a tagline that says, well, if she can do it, so can you. No, these are people born with a glue gun holster in their diaper. I promise you. And some of us had to work really hard at this. And we still struggle each and every day. As you saw with Dina, we struggle each and every day. And when we make something beautiful, it's because someone taught us how to properly. And now we're making good enough that we can alter things. Now, isn't that amazing? Thank you, good teachers. Crafting with Liller, Crafty Kimchi, Tony Craftburge. Thank you. Because that's why I'm better. And because of all of you. Because I watch all your videos. And I learn from you. And I study every entry. Oh, do I study? Do you see? That's 4 layers, folks, layered up with swim. I mean, I study it. And I do. I spend a lot of time looking at these things because that's how we learn. Miss Sabrina even said that the other day. You know, we learn the most by looking at each other's work up close and personal. It's not the same when you look on a video. You know, Daniel's shakers were always amazing. Try studying one. Way more amazing. Because she's an expert maker, folks. I think the Canadians got to group together and form some kind of Canuck channel. I do. And I think you guys would be super successful. I think you should put together a channel about your challenges getting products. I think you guys should showcase. You guys should do a Canadian collab. That's what you should do. Okay, Lori Ritchie, Danielle the Pink Zebra Unicorn Crafter. I think Jay's also Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. There's a whole bunch of you. Miss Evely. Miss Evely is an amazing maker. She does not have a die cutter, folks, and she's from Canada. Get her on your team. Do a Canadian collab. I'm telling you, it'll be super successful. Maybe do an autumn one. No one is yet doing an autumn one. We got Halloween, we got Christmas, and no autumn, folks. Now there's an idea, born out of inspiration from you folks. I rambled on for 20 minutes. I'm so sorry, but I will not be back on here until later tonight, and that'll be to comment, and if I have any energy left, to say goodnight. So I want to say, please check out Kenzi Scraps. Hidden gem, folks. Hidden gem. You know I don't send you somewhere if I don't think it's great. She's great. She's great, and she's people-oriented and a good teacher. All right, folks. I am going off to see my babies, and I'll be back. All right? Have a great, great Monday. Whatever you're doing, I hope it's wonderful. If you're working, I hope it's super easy. And I hope you're not sweltering in the heat. Lots of you are melting in hot, hot temperatures like we have here. So drink lots of water, stay hydrated, stay cool if you can. And know I'm thinking about each and every one of you as I drive down south to go pick up the kids. All right, folks. I'll see you later tonight. Happy making. Bye for now.